Hey everybody, Adam Mittermeier with Remax Elite. So I want to go over credit today, but I want to give you a few tips that these are a few suggestions that I've actually came across that have helped myself. So I wanted to pass those along to you. So I'm going to have 5 of them for you. The first one being pay your bills on time. That's very basic, I know it is, but still make sure you set aside in your budget every month to have those bills paid by the 15th, by the 1st, whenever they hit. Make sure they're paid on time. Number 2 is become an authorized user. Now, what I mean by that is become an authorized user. Let's say you have a friend or a family member, and before you say it, I know you're thinking in your head, there ain't no way my friend or my family member is going to let me be an authorized user on it. They're not going to let me use their credit card. Okay, yes, probably true, but you can be an authorized user without having access to the credit card, without having access to the account number, anything. They literally are just putting you on there. That way you're kind of going along for the ride. If they've got good credit, then that can actually help you, okay? Now, number 3 is dispute credit report errors. I'm going to say that again. Dispute credit report errors. I've actually had this exact problem, and me being just, I didn't know any better, this was probably 10 years ago now, is I had a medical bill that I paid off, thought everything was fine, and when it comes time for us to purchase our first house, the credit was all right, but it never increased over time for whatever reason, because I never really checked my credit very much. I just made sure I paid my bills, that was that. But once we had a hard credit pull, the lender was saying, well, it shows here that you have an unpaid medical bill. So I had to go all the way back through to the hospital to get the actual documentation that shows when I paid it off and get it to the credit bureau. Like, it was a whole big ordeal. But I could either do that or let it drag down my credit for the next how many ever years. So that is a big thing. We are humans. People make mistakes, even the ones that are reporting your credit. So make sure you're on top of that. Okay, number 4, pay off debt and keep your credit card balances low. So for me, when I go into Academy Sports, I just don't bring my credit card with me because I know better. That should be the same for you. So for Target, yeah, ladies, I know if you're in Target, don't bring your credit card with you, okay? Okay, so make sure that if you do bring it, that if you're going to purchase something, that you can pay off the balance by the end of the month. Okay, number 5, which is my last tip, is keep your credit cards open. What I mean by that is once you've paid them off, as long as there's no astronomical annual fee that you have to pay just for keeping it open, keep it open, because that actually helps your credit score, okay? Now, if there's a big annual fee with certain cards, I get it if you just don't want to deal with that. It is what it is. But these actually, keeping them open, maybe getting gas or buying groceries with them on occasion, then paying them off at the end of the month, keeping that line of credit moving actually helps your credit score. Okay, so now that I've given you those tips, I want to make sure I give a full disclaimer. I am not a professional guru on credit, but these are just tips that have helped me, so maybe they can help you. And if you need any more tips, feel free to reach out. So y'all, until next time, y'all have a great day.